from SeeDank. My name is SeeDeng, and welcome back to another episode of Murder Mystery 2. Now, today is going to be a very different episode because I'm going to be acknowledging something I've seen in my comment section a lot recently. So, lately, I haven't been uploading Murder Mystery 2 quite as much as I used to. I used to upload it every day in addition to another video, but now I do about 3 to 4 episodes of Murder Mystery 2 a week, which is still very reasonable, I'd say, for, any amount of game play. 4 episodes of that a week is pretty much half the week, if not more, if you want to count and do math. But the reason why I haven't been playing Murder Mystery 2 quite as much as I used to is because, to be completely honest, the game is grown to be a little bit bland to me, and I'm sure that you guys can agree with me on a lot of the reasons why. There needs to be some new maps, there needs to be some new perks, there needs to be some, new weapons or new weapon cases, and, pretty much that is like the main thing. Effects aren't too important, radios, toys, pets, none of those really interest me too much, but when it comes down to those 3 other things, I think they're extremely important, to the game, that they need to be updated very soon, because first of all, the maps are very old after a while. I think that's the main thing that makes it so bland over time, is that you keep playing the same maps over and over. And I actually have seen that there have been some new maps in the works on my boys JD channel. I've seen that there's some new revamped maps, like the new mansion maps coming out, the new hospital. I don't know exactly when they're coming out, but as of right now, it's still the same maps. And I'm also hoping that they go ahead and make some new maps as well, instead of just revamping completely some old maps, because it'd be cool to have a completely new feel and a new map to add. And I also think that you probably take out some of the older maps that are smaller and not very fit for murder mystery nowadays maps out of the rotation, so they can add in the new ones and kind of make it more fresh and new. I have no problem with the lobby, by the way. The lobby doesn't really matter to me. It's the same, it's been the same, but there's nothing wrong with it. It works. But I think maps would definitely be something very interesting to me. But I don't want to just see Hotel 2 and then all of these Office 4 and all that stuff. I think what they should really do is, expand into making some new things. Like, I don't know, like a graveyard, for example. That'd be a cool map. Playing on a graveyard, murder mystery, think of that. There's just a ton of ideas out there that, probably on the Murder Mystery 2 forums as well, which reminds me into my next point, which that wasn't a good transition. But the other thing I wanted to really talk about is perks, especially since I have all the perks already. I have Fake Gun, Footsteps, Ghost, Haste, Ninja, Slight, X-Ray. Yes, all of the perks. There's no more perks for me to unlock, which is something that I really enjoy doing every once in a while to expand my experience as a murderer in the game. But now I have all the perks, so I do have all of them to choose from and switch up every once in a while. But I think that there are some cool ideas out there. I saw somebody comment down below on one of my videos that they should try to make a perk where when you walk through the sensor on Bank, for example, and maybe they'll add more sensors to some of the new maps as well, that you don't set the sensor off when you're murderer. Or also, maybe like a ninja-ish perk, not ninja though, since there already is ninja, but like where you can do acrobatic things like flip and stuff so that you can dodge knives. And I also saw one on the Murder Mystery forums that said you can get a shield. So there's like tons of ideas out there, especially on the forums, for perks and such. I don't know how difficult it is. I don't mean to be, calling out, the whole developing team of this game, because I know it's very, very difficult to code and I couldn't do it if I wanted to. But I'm saying for me personally, I feel like some of these things need to come out. So like this is one of the maps I'd say that needs to be out of the rotation, because it's not very good when you're, murderer, or I should say innocent most of all, because what happens is you get trapped. There's only one way around pretty much everywhere. I mean, you can go 2 ways here, but for the most part, there's like no ventilation system on this map, and this map is already remade, into a newer one. And if they're remaking maps already, they're gonna have Mansion 1 and Mansion 2. That cat is, chasing down like a hooligan. Oh, I missed. All right, whatever. But that's the thing. I feel like that's one of the things that they really need to do, is kind of take out some of the older maps, like this one, for example, and move onto new directions. With the, the revamp maps are fine, but some of the newer maps. And also, I like what they've done with the crafting, and I like how they're adding in, the ancient knives and some of the new knives that you can get, and you can craft some knives that weren't unboxable before. But I think they need to add, more knife boxes in general, so that they can add a little bit more, some new godlies, some new knives in general. It doesn't have to be godlies, legendaries, whatever knives that come in the box. I think that there just needs to be some more knives spread out in this world, man. There needs to be some more godlies, There needs to be some more rare knives that we're excited to get and stuff like that. But most of all, I think, it's really the maps and the perks that I'm looking forward to being updated eventually, hopefully. I mean, I don't know exactly, you know, I don't have a list full of ideas in my mind, but I know that when I looked at the forums, I instantly saw a ton, and whenever I looked at the comments, I saw a ton as well of ideas just to pretty much, you know, make the game more interesting. So another idea is to add something like, you know, game changing, you know, not, you know, just adding on to things, you know, like perks and maps, but adding other things like possibly letting the sheriff have a perk or something to that nature, or innocents have perks or something. I know that they would be very different perks. Obviously, innocents should not be able to, you know, like ghost and haste. Maybe there's like different forms that you could use, but I'm sure there's a ton of ideas out there on the forums that can be utilized. So hopefully they can, you know, start to do that more. Hopefully these new maps will come out quicker. I know they're working very hard on them, so there's no rush for me, obviously, but I think I'm going to continue doing, you know, about as much murder mystery as I do. So don't worry, I'm not going to be reducing it at all. But, you know, hopefully in the meantime, eventually some newer things will come out. I'm really hoping that there will be some new perks, because that's something that I really enjoy from this game. So hopefully, guys, you do understand. I'm sure you do, because I'm sure a lot of you guys play murder mystery all the time, and it's kind of like the same old, same old. The thing is also we have a lot of struggle with percentages. I feel like I'm in a lot of games with the crew, and the reason why we don't record murder mystery as the crew as much is because a lot of the time our percentages, we will not be able to get murderer at all, and there would be somebody like in the game who gets murderer like 5 times or something crazy like that, and we haven't even gotten it once. So I feel like there should be some kind of system where if somebody hasn't gotten murderer and then somebody else has in the last however many rounds, that person's not only percent should be higher, but they should be up on the list. So if somehow that person is chosen again, I don't know, like maybe their percent's reduced even more. I don't know. I know I like the percentage thing. I just feel like it's kind of flawed, just the way it works. And I don't know, it just seems kind of weird. And it also seems kind of the same with sheriff, because I know that I've been in a couple games where I've been sheriff like 6 times or something in a recording, which is crazy because there's probably people in that game who didn't get it once. So hopefully some of that stuff can get fixed as well. But overall, guys, I think the game just needs to be a little bit more revamped over time. I think it's going to happen very soon, as I've seen some of the maps coming out, and hopefully perks in the future as well, like I said. And yeah, guys, hopefully you guys, you know, are excited for some of that stuff, because I'm sure it'll be coming soon, and I know I'm excited. So hope you guys did enjoy. Make sure you leave a like down below, and also leave comments on map ideas and knife ideas and you know, perk ideas and all of that stuff. If you guys have any ideas for murder mystery, obviously I can't make the changes myself, but I can, you know, pass it down maybe to one of the guys who are developing the game, or you know, can, you know, so on and so on. So yeah, guys, hope you guys did enjoy. See you guys later. Bye.